The defense is going to start their case today, just as you said. The prosecution rested yesterday, and they really laid out a very basic case for the jurors. That the defendant in this case, William Porter, learned at the police academy that there are exceptions, but you're supposed to seatbelt somebody in when you're transporting them, and you're not supposed to transport somebody that needs medical attention. And also, there were 6 stops along the way with Freddie Gray in that police van. At the 4th stop, that's what they're honing in on. It's when defendant Porter saw Freddie Gray and asked him if he needed help. Gray said yes. Asked him if he needed a medic. He said yes. Porter helps him up, and according to the prosecution, Freddie Gray also said, "I can't breathe." Right then and there, the prosecution said that that is where he was criminally negligent. The medical examiner said if he'd been taken to a hospital right then, this would not have been a homicide. And the jury also saw in the prosecution's case an hour-long videotaped statement that Porter gave. In a sense, it helped in part the defense, though, because he was very human, he was very real, he was very down-to-earth, very likable. And he also said that every time Freddie Gray was arrested, there was always a very dramatic situation where Gray would do things. He talked about the van going back and forth, of Gray pounding the sides of the van at several of the stops. The defense promised the jury in opening statements that the defendant would take the stand in his own defense. So they've got to make him likable here. And they also are going to bring into the case, we believe, a document. We just heard about this in open court. Nobody knew about this. Last Saturday night, the defense says that they were able to get a document that was prepared by the Baltimore City Police detective in March of this year. So that's 1 month before anything happened to Freddie Gray. This detective was talking to, interviewing in some way, writing something up with Freddie Gray. Freddie Gray talked about a back or spinal column injury that he had, and he was leaning to the left as the detective was talking with him in March. Prosecutors have admitted that at least one member on their team knew about this. They didn't have the document, they say, but they had been orally told about this 1 month prior. They did not tell the defense. The judge was not happy about that. He did decide it was a violation of discovery, and the defense will now be able to use it in their case. How significant is it? We don't know. But it's obviously something that the defense will use to show reasonable doubt that the defendant, William Porter, caused the death of Freddie Gray.